Welcome back. I'm now joined by Glenda Bennett with Parents Preventing Childhood Drowning. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now this is big. We're in spring. We're going into summer. Water is a big deal, right? And May is actually Water Safety Month.
It is. It's Water Safety Awareness Month because we have to really become aware of the water and the potential dangers from it.
Absolutely. Now I want to talk to you about this. How big of a problem is childhood drowning?
Okay, well, it's a major problem for children 1 to 4. It's the leading cause of death for children between 1 and 4 that's accident related. It's because car seats used to be a big problem and accidents, but now drowning has become number 1. And you know, I didn't ever know that before. And so in 2016, our grandson went through a doggy door and out into the backyard, and it got into the family swimming pool. And he ended up being drowning and becoming an organ donor. And so his parents and his other grandparents, I mean, this is our gift to try to make sure that other parents don't have to ever go through what we've gone through. So we've, my daughter-in-law is named Jenny Bennett, and she has joined forces with other parents who have lost their children, and they've even made a big impact that this year the American Academy of Pediatrics has made a statement paper about childhood drowning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy that you guys are doing something about this and trying to help other parents and preventing this from happening.
Yeah.
So sorry that happened to you.
Sure, and we understand. Yeah. But, you know, we just know that this is our goal is to just never have anybody have to do this.
Absolutely. Now, tell me, what can parents do to prevent having this tragedy happen in their family?
Well, what they can do is, and one thing is kind of a statistic that kind of takes your breath away. Drowning takes 3 children every day in the United States.
Wow.
Winter and summer, because there has to be layers of protection, and the layers of protection include the number 1 thing is just being present with your children. And so if you're in if you're at a swimming pool, you cannot, if your child does not have infant rescue kind of swimming lessons, you cannot depend on a 17-year-old lifeguard to protect your child.
Them and the rest of the children in the pool,
all the
right?
children.
Yeah.
And so when you're at a family gathering and you're at your friend's swimming pool, one person, and we have little badges that person for 15 minutes, that's what they do. They are in the pool and they are attentive. They are the water watchers, and they are watching all times, and you want to be within arm's reach of all the children pretty much. If they go too far away from you and they're not good swimmers, you want to get them back to where you can get to them.
Absolutely. And now there's a local person who actually teaches parents and children what to do, right?
Well, her name, I just met with her yesterday. Her name's Lee Ross, and she is a certified swimming instructor for infant survival resources or swimming resources, and it is a national group. She's had many, like hundreds of hours of education, and it's not just somebody at the local swimming pool doing it. She works with your child, and when they're finished, I have a little grandson who is 2. He is now able to, the other day he had taken lessons when he was 1, and now he's almost 2, and they did the drowning or just the swimming update with him. And what happened is that he went into the pool, planned, and he had full clothing on, which often happens with kids, and he was able to be on his front and then turn over to his back and then float. And that is what Lee does, and it is just I've worked with my daughter-in-law has worked so that now we have a coalition. This is the only person on the Western Slope, Lee Ross, who teaches it here in Grand Junction.
Well, I think that's an important person for parents to know about.
Yeah.
Now, where can people go for more information on your organization?
Okay, well, all they have to go is to the website, and you just go www.parentspreventingchildhooddrowning. And it's not, There were a lot of different families who started foundations because of their children, but the one thing that we saw that we all had the same purpose, so they've really joined together. Bodie Miller's family also lost a child just recently, and it's fast. And drowning is silent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it goes, and it's fast. And then the Western Slope, there's lots of places, and if you go to some place new, a motel, whatever, you have got to watch and make sure that area is secure.
Absolutely.
We even have stock water ponds for stock that children can fall into, and as a nurse I've even taken care of some of those children right here on the Western Slope.
Wow, well, thank you so much for coming on today
Oh,
and talking about it.
sure.
Absolutely, Glenda, and I hope parents out there visit those websites, take advantage of those resources, talk to Lee, and
Yes, please do
get
talk to
everything
Lee,
ready.
because there's not many slots, and so you want your child in those slots.
Absolutely, and all that information will be available as well on westernslopenowcom.